Welcome to the mouth of the Severn River. Hi, I'm Ashley Love from T2P TV, and we have our producer joining us, Bruce Nairn, from behind the camera. It is race 2 of series 2. We should have worn our tutus tonight first of the Annapolis Yacht Club Wednesday night racing. And we have some new faces at the top of the leaderboard from last week. David Bond's J111 Tenacious in ORC1, David Hagler and Jeff White's Sonar, and Gregory Heinwich's Etchel's Carumba. It's an upwind start. Whoever has the quarters going into the wind machine, keep putting them in. The wind has been incredible. ORC1 is off. ORC2 is off, and there is a port tacker. Oh, they're not going to quite make it against Switch Smiths, though. That's going to be a lot of transoms. J105s are up next. Less than a minute to go.
Trouble in the
middle.
River City there.
Dennis McLeod Attack has found himself way over the line. He'll be restarting. And we have Good Trade caught on the outside of committee. Meanwhile, Chessie down at the pin has nailed that start unless they were over. Lunning calling, bailing out quickly, has a brand new sailor aboard. Sally Ellers just moved to town. Welcome to the sailing scene in Annapolis. Moving to the inside course, the Harbor 20 fleet is on their way downwind. In the foreground, 213, John Heinz's Endurance. And in the Harbor 20 white fleet, Margaret Podlick's Skimmer has an amazingly huge lead. The battle for second, third, fourth, and fifth is much tighter. Ed Freitag and Holger Hinch's Riptide manages to squeak through a shy ley line. Meanwhile, 205, Brian Wesmer's Elixir tries to roll it right over the top. Another overlap right behind them, 340 and 319. The battle for fourth. Oh boy, 1405 managed to hold out Etchel's 1327 right at the boat, and they couldn't get their bow low enough to start, so they will be spinning out. Great moves by 1405. Carumba. Catching up with the J30s, one of our larger one design divisions out here. Cannonball 2 has the lead, but not by much. Ralph Riddle maintains the lead, approaching the first rounding mark. The next leg is a long, tight reach, no sets around this mark. Bebop 53273 coming in from the port lay line. They were our winner of last week's race. And Valhalla is rounded second with Bo at the helm. Catching up with ORC 1, it's a Spinnaker set to bring them back to the Severn River from the Chesapeake Bay. Bruce, it's a special night, you know why? It
sure is.
We haven't gotten R2 out in a shot in quite some time. This race course actually has them rounding this instead of a drop mark. We've missed you.
We missed the bell. We used to have a bell, I think.
Oh, that's true.
AYC calling the ley line from Kentmore.
Oh my gosh, Jimmy Sagerholm must have called this ley line 1,000 times before, and with a slight flood, they have held it yet again. Well, rounding in first for ORC2 is Jonathan Schlossberg's Pointless, an SE 8.5, one of our smallest boats out here at 28 feet long.
Yeah, Gene Ashley. I think half of New Jersey is on board that boat tonight.
Yeah, including David Seitz, who is a legend amongst the Spin Sheet Century Club family. He's going
Century Club, he's the 365 Club,
I know.
Right?
He goes out every single day. He went out all of 2023, and he's on target for 2024 as well. The foredeck of Aftershock standing by for their time to shine. Every second counts in ORC2. The first J105 rounds in the middle of ORC2, and our usual driver, Greg Lines, is on the bow of QA2. Also special guests this evening, husband and wife team Jeff and Shannon Webb. Jeff is the president and CEO of the USNA Alumni Association and Foundation. About 30 seconds behind the first 105, Chassis and Doghouse, round 2-3.
So they weren't over early.
They weren't over early. They won that pin
They
in
won
style.
that big time.
Rattlin' Rum gets the puff and is able to roll over Giselle O'Shaughnessy. Aunt Jean with their big deep kite has taken over a little bit of a lead, but wow, Jonathan's boat really picks up with the puffs.
Boy, it just rips, doesn't it? That's an easy planing hole.
And only 3 people on board. That's all it takes.
That's amazing.
The J88s have a slightly shorter course, putting them just in front of the masses, and Church Key has the lead, Liz and Chris Chadwick, which is rare. MI2 is usually the lead. no matter what the race course is, the nun, the red 8, is always involved. A letterbox drop for Cyberger, Harold Mangold. That's how it's done. Etchel's fleet has a windward lured course each night, putting them around the Nun pretty early in the lineup. Jeff Borland's Make Mine a Double is leading this Etches class with Sammy Heron on jib and bow.
I've always really liked the Etchels, Ashley, gotta say.
Oh yes,
Cool
and
boat.
He's driving it so smoothly through these 4th Street and 2nd Street puffs. With Matthew Lalumiere's Cash Money in a distant second, Jeff Borland's Make Mine a Double takes the bullet this evening. Well, with tonight being the closest Wednesday night race there is to the summer solstice, this Saturday, happy summer solstice to y'all. Thank you for joining us. Thank you to the Boatyard Bar and Grill and the Annapolis Yacht Club for T2P TV. I'm Ashley Love. We'll see you next week.